This is my third video journal for digital storytelling, and I know last week I focused on a particular topic, which was my job search, and this week I'm going to jump around a little bit more um, to show you the many things that are on my mind. I actually got some really good news recently. My friend and my roommate Caitlin actually got accepted into grad school at William & Mary, which is awesome. And so she's going to be moving to Williamsburg next year, or I guess at the end of the summer, which is neat. And she and I were actually talking about this because she's looking for a roommate. She doesn't want to live with someone who she doesn't know, for fear of them like being crazy. And I even said too, like it's kind of similar to when you go right into college. You don't really know who your roommate's going to be, and you don't know if they're going to be the type of person who like drinks 24/7 and then comes in like vomiting everywhere, or the type of person who throws crazy parties 24/7 and it sucks because you're trying to study. So I understand her concern with wanting to live with someone who she knows, and it was kind of mentioned, like joking around, of course, that it would be kind of neat if I moved to Williamsburg and actually like lived with her in an apartment down there. My boyfriend actually goes to William & Mary. He has another year left. So I was thinking about it, and that would be really, really cool and completely fun. I am still very young, so I can move anywhere, which is very exciting. And I was thinking about it, and at the one on the one side, like it is really cool. I can live anywhere. I can do anything. I mean, I could live in Williamsburg for a little bit. I'm not tied down to that particular location. I could always try it out, try to find a job. That way I could live with somebody because I'm not really too keen on living by myself. But that's because I haven't actually done it before. It might not be as bad as I think it to be. It's funny because Caitlin sent me a list of all the possible reasons why I should come to Williamsburg and live with her, and I'm going to read them off. It says, living with an awesome friend, her, is way cooler than living with your mom, which is completely true, because if I go back to Lynchburg, which I'm going to have to after I graduate, I am going to be living with my wonderful mother. And don't get me wrong, my mom is awesome. She's very cool. But at the same time, she's doing her own thing. I want to do my own thing. I need to establish myself and become a little bit more independent. And I definitely do not want to live with her. One minute she's super friendly and awesome and exciting and wants to hang out with me, and the next minute she is like upset with me for absolutely no reason. So a little unpredictable, and I don't really want to deal with that. And plus, I know she has her own life. She's become accustomed to me going off to school, and she has her own thing going on, which is, I understand that. So it would be fun to live with Caitlin in Williamsburg. I'd have a friend there, and I really like the location. It's cool. She also says Busch Gardens. Okay, Busch Gardens, not really a strong reason for me to move to Williamsburg, to be honest, because I'm not really a big fan of amusement parks. I don't really like roller coasters very much. They scare the hell out of me. I had this awful experience when I was younger where my dad forced me to go on the Scooby-Doo roller coaster at King's Dominion. I so didn't want to do it. He made me do it. He said, "Brittany, you'll have fun. Trust me, it'll be okay." Got on the roller coaster, was freaking traumatized. I remember screaming my head off. I have never been able to get on a roller coaster since. And like I think I went back to King's Dominion when I was a little bit older. I think maybe middle school or first year of high school, maybe middle school. And some of my friends were like, "Oh, Brittany," I'm like, "you gotta ride the Scooby-Doo," because I told them my story and I said, "No way in hell am I riding the Scooby-Doo. I just can't do it. Like, it is a fear of mine." So amusement parks, definitely not high up there. Um, Next reason she says is Virginia Beach, which is a really great reason. Virginia Beach is close to Williamsburg. I love the beach. It would be nice, chill there. Um, let's see. Beautiful historical area. This is true. I've been down there. Austin's given me a ghost tour. Austin's my boyfriend. He's given me a ghost tour, which is really kind of neat. Very fascinated with history and all the goings on that have occurred in the past there. And let's see. Though not free, rent would be cheap. That is true. Rent would be cheap if I'm sharing the responsibility with somebody else, which is an appealing idea of living with somebody else. However, I don't actually have a job in Williamsburg, so probably even if it is cheap, I can't afford to pay that right now because I don't actually have a solid job in Williamsburg. Alright, next one would be minutes from Austin. Even if you are trying to give him space, I think that he would love the fact that you are nearby for whenever he needs you or you need him. This is also true. I would be very close to Austin, which is fantastic because we've been dating for about a year and a couple months now, and we've been doing the whole long distance thing, which can be a little difficult to do sometimes. It would be really nice living around him, but it is going to be his senior year, and I want him to have his own life going on. I know he's established there, and I definitely wouldn't want to impose, although I know he wouldn't. He would want me to be around. It's not like I would be imposing. But I also don't want him to be the main reason why I would move somewhere. I would want it to be for my own reasons more so at this point in my life. Caitlin would not be lonely, and neither would you. So Caitlin, my roommate, I guess she really wants to live with somebody, so she wouldn't be lonely. She would have me there living with her. And the last reason is new experiences. And I completely agree. It would be something different for me. I've never actually lived outside of Lynchburg and Fredericksburg, which is where I've gone to school here at Mary Washington. And this goes along with my last video journal talking about this is a time in my life when I can explore myself, I can explore possible things that I want to do, explore possible locations where I can live. I'm not tied down to anywhere. But the appealing thing about living at home is that I do have my parents right there. If something went wrong, I could always have that very accessible, very convenient support right there. So, anyway, that is about it. And actually, I think my boyfriend's calling right now. So, I'm gonna have to stop this. Alright, bye.